Hey guys, Huzzy here, bringing you another video. Now, we're on the IRL channel, because recently I've been seeing a couple of people ask some questions on the main channel of how does YouTube work, how is YouTube a sustainable job, for a couple of reasons. And I thought, this isn't really a video for the main channel, but I can promote this on the main channel for those that are interested. And I'm just basically going to talk about how YouTube works, how someone like me can benefit from the system, because again, I don't think most people mean it by any bad way. Of basically, I've seen someone go, are you sure you can move out? Your channel gets between 10 and 20,000 views per video. Are you okay with that? Is it going to be enough? So I thought I'd be like, yeah, we can make a video talking about how YouTube works. I'm not really going to go into crazy specifics when it comes to income, because I find that a little bit weird. And YouTubers in the past who have shared specifics, if it's really good, people sometimes get a bit envious and then they actually stop supporting that person. So that's a little bit of a rough road to go down. But I will give, I guess, vague hints. Sure. But anyway, the reason why I think some people have been concerned is not for a bad reason, is because a lot of channels where they have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, millions of subscribers, a lot of them are complaining and have done for like a year, going, my income's low, YouTube's not going to be sustainable anymore. And I've said it in the past, I know where they're coming from, but it can cause confusion. I've said it when one of my YouTubers I watch called Boogie2988, he's the really big guy that's losing weight through his surgery, but that's not the main thing of his channel, never was. But he's, for years, complained about how YouTube is lower than it used to be. There are a number of factors of why, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So that's how someone like him can suffer from all the changes, and how that someone like me can actually benefit. And just to kind of point out, again, I'm not going to mention who, some people could probably guess, but I've got obviously a bunch of YouTube friends, and I've talked about income and that to a lot of those people, and majority of those are completely shocked with how well my channel does income-wise. And it's not on purpose. I never built the channel to do what it's doing. Just they changed the system about 2 years ago, maybe about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and it just benefited me like perfectly. So yeah, I thought we'd just get into it and kind of put some minds at ease of, when I am moving out, which I'm going to pick up back the search in about a week. Hopefully it'll make people go, oh no, he's okay. And obviously that doesn't mean I can get lazy or content. I've got to still keep working, but yeah. So just over 2 years ago, before they made the change, YouTube worked on views. So views were everything. How many views did your video get equals how much you got paid, depending on how many people use ad block or not. So about 2 years ago for me, I had a really high views. We were getting about 1.5 million views a month. That was only for 2 months, though. We were averaging about 1.2 to 1.3 million views a month, which, by the way, we're now back at, which is really cool. The channel did dip for a little bit, but it is now back on the rise, which is awesome. So yeah, around 1.2, 1.3 million is kind of where my channel was sitting at its kind of glory days peak of when the channel was growing the most and everything like that. But that is when the system was done on views, not anything else. And then it also depends on how many people had ad block. And usually it's about half your audience has ad block, which is really demoralizing, because basically that's saying, hey, you're supposed to make this amount. We're just going to take half of it away. And it is that serious. If any of you watching, in your career job, your boss just came in saying, oh, we're just taking half of it away, you'd be really angry. But the thing with a YouTuber, you can't do anything. You can't force people not to use adblock. But that's why people take sponsorships and do merch and stream on Twitch to get an extra revenue. Because if nobody used adblock, it would be great. But that's not a world we live in, unfortunately. So that's just point 8, is back when a lot of people say, hey, that's when your channel was doing crazy good. It was on a system that went off views, and we were getting around 1.3 million views a month, where we peaked at 1.5 million for 2 months. So we're back roughly at where we're averaging, or where we used to average, of 1.2, 1.3 million views. We're there now. The difference is the new system, and this is the biggest change, doesn't go off views anymore. Views is not important. Watch time is. How long do people watch your videos for? And then obviously, yes, ad block is also considered in that as well. And it's around, again, half the people that watch my videos use ad block, which is a bummer, but whatever. So that's how the system has changed. Now, the reason why my channel has benefited a lot more than most is because all my videos are relatively long. They're half-an-hour gameplay videos on average. Sometimes go longer, sometimes go less. But let's just say roughly they're half an hour long. Well, that means people are watching a longer video than, let's say, these channels with 1 million subscribers that do a 10-minute video or an 8-minute video. And basically, in YouTube nowadays, you get paid out the more people watch. And my average view retention, which is how long the average person watches, is 18 minutes. I have not met one YouTuber that has a higher view retention than me. You know, all the League YouTubers, every single one I've personally spoke to, there may be one that's out there that I haven't spoke to, but every single person that I spoke to does not have an 18-minute view retention. A lot of people actually go crazy when they hear that. A lot of YouTubers have the 11-minute, 12-minute, and I know a lot of people go, that doesn't make a lot of, it makes huge amount of difference. Like, that is a really big difference. So that's why my channel just benefited without me even doing anything. I didn't change my content. The change happened without really us having knowledge of it, because YouTube has terrible communication. So even though technically the channel's getting less views nowadays, I'm earning more. You know, I said, again, this is where I'll give a little bit of a hint. In December, when you add up everything that I make, I made 5 figures. It is February, and in history of history of YouTube and everything like that, January and February are usually the worst months for income, because all the companies use their advertising budget for ads in November and December for Christmas, and then they've basically run out of ad budget in January and February. We're close to do that again in February. Not just for, again, I just want to point, it's not just from YouTube. Obviously, YouTube is the vast majority of my income, but, you know, Twitch, sponsors, you know, QT's a good partnership / sponsor of mine. Steel Series, that they, you know, people buy something, I get commission from that. We've got a little bit of merchandise going on. If you just add up everything, we're close to that in February, and that's kind of crazy. And I've already worked out, you know, how much it's going to cost to move out on that. And if we're going on the current rate for a whole year of moving out, it's going to be about 2.5 - 3 months worth of YouTube work to cover my rent, to cover everything. And it's like, whoa. So that just kind of gives you an idea of, like, things are okay. That doesn't mean I can get content or lazy. That doesn't mean I don't want to grow the channel more. But that's where some people could kind of go, huh. Like, it's surprising, you know, a channel with 130,000 subs can do so well. I've even, again, I follow a lot of people on Twitter, and some people may know the Vanos group. So Vanos Gaming is one of the biggest gaming channels on YouTube. I've watched those guys for years. I've watched pretty much all of them. Wildcat, Jiggly, H2O Delirious, all of them. And I think Marcel, he's got a few million subscribers. He posted on Twitter, which a lot of people usually don't do, an income of one of his videos. And had like 300, 400,000 views, and it made like $80, where I actually was laughing to my friends in, like, not like a ha-ha way, kind of like a crazy surprised way. This is when I was discovering this myself. His video made $80 after about like a week or something. A video of mine that was like at 12,000 views made over $200. And I was like, that's just insane. Like, he's got millions of subscribers, the views don't even compare, and my videos made more than double his. It's just like, what? And that's why you may see a lot of YouTubers nowadays either make bigger content, or they stream on Twitch more, or a lot of them you've been seeing go to Facebook to stream, because the money deals that Facebook is offering is insane. And that is the sole reason why everybody's going there, by the way. The contracts that they're offering, I've heard a few of them. They're stupid. They're more than you make on YouTube. Like, it's actually crazy. Facebook, the reason why, by the way, if you're wondering, why is Facebook now doing this? Facebook is actually going down in how many people are using Facebook, especially when it comes to the younger people, that people are just not bothered by it. People use Twitter or Instagram and stuff like that. So they are trying to appeal to a younger audience by getting YouTubers and streamers to come onto their platform. So that's why. But yeah, hopefully this just offers a little bit of an inkling of the world of YouTube, of why it has benefited some and has ruined others. So that's where someone like Boogie, who never used to do really long videos, who used to do 2-3 minute Francis sketches, he suffered big time because he doesn't even get to the 10-minute mark, which, by the way, if you don't know, the 10-minute mark is the glory mark of YouTube videos. You pretty much have to get to the 10-minute mark nowadays in order to do decent income, because before 10 minutes you only can have one ad on a video, which is right at the beginning of the video, where if you get to 10 minutes you can do one everywhere. You could have one per second if you wanted to. It's kind of weird, but that 10 minutes is the time you unlock the ability to add extra ads into videos. So that's also why you're seeing people literally do videos that are 10 minutes and 1 second and stuff like that. So there you go. I think I've covered everything. So even though, well, technically, it's a weird situation because a lot of people kind of go, yeah, but your old videos just have more views on them. How are you matching 1.2 million again? It is a bit of a weird situation, I do grant you, but I will actually add the point. My YouTube channel has never got crazy views instantly. When I release a video, the only video that I can remember that got really good views straight away was the How I Got Diamond. Every other video, it's been practically what it is now. Like, I remember the peak of my channel when I only uploaded one video a day. By the end of the day, when I used to upload at midday, and if it was midnight, I remember that I was really happy if that video got 12,000 views. And that's when I only uploaded one video a day. Where now, after 12 hours of both of my videos going out a day, they both at least have 10,000. So that's 20,000 views compared to 12,000 views. So that's probably why, you know, YouTube is now my job, so I'm doing 2 videos a day, which I can probably say that we probably lost quite a lot of viewers because we're doing 2 videos a day. It's overwhelming. I know it can be for a lot of people, but as long as I've got, like, again, our videos are doing okay, that, you know, between 10 and 20,000 views. If I just keep 10,000 people watching my videos every single day, the 2 videos a day, we're completely fine. Like, it's great. I have a really nice, solid, core audience. And there was a guy, I can't remember who said it, but there was a guy who was a really small streamer. Like, he's not a big streamer, and he has a really nice way of life. Like, he has a crazy nice car, really nice house. People go, how the hell are you, like, what? Do you have another job? And he was like, nope. He has, what he said, he was like, if you just have 500 people that are really dedicated to your content and you can be fine. And, well, his, I think, work ethic is a lot more donation orientated, which I never want to be. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. As long as you just got that little bit of audience that just cares about what you do and just will stay with you pretty much no matter what, it's great. But that doesn't mean I want to be lazy. I want to still grow the channel. You know, the channel is growing. The views are going back up. It's awesome. So what I would say, if you do want to help the channel succeed even more, share with a friend. Post. If you think one of my videos is just really good, better than the average one, post it somewhere. Reddit, Summoner's School, I don't know, wherever. Like the Gangplank video, I think, was really good. But yeah, I think this will give you guys a bit of more of an idea of how YouTube works. If you've got any questions about it, put it in the comment section. I will be in the comments answering questions. As again, if they're not crazy, like really personal. But yeah. So, and I will say, part of the plan of moving out, by the way, like I've said to my family, isn't even though I'm doing well, it's to actually earn more, do more. Because I'm limited big time. So I wake up, I will admit, some people are going to think I'm lazy here, but it's, again, life of a YouTuber. I wake up about midday every single day, 12 o'clock. I go to bed maybe 3 a.m. Ish. I could be working up until 1 a.m. every single day, and I could be completely fine with that. But I have to stop working about 8:30 in the evening because I live at home, and, you know, I've got to respect my sister and my parents. I have to go to sleep to go to work early in the morning. So I can't maximize my time right now. I could be streaming every single evening, which again would increase my income, but I can't do that right now. So even though moving out is a bit of a scary prospect, and yes, it's expenditure that I don't even do at the moment. The only thing that I really pay for is my phone, anything that I just generally want, but my main expense is my car. Like, that is the main expense I've got, is my car. The insurance is already paid for. I pay, you know, chunk it in a year, but the car's it. And then it's suddenly going to go from car to also rent, food, bills, internet, everything. So it is a bit iffy, but we're fine. Again, I'd like to think I've got my head screwed on in an okay position. And obviously, like I've said in the past, doing YouTube for the past couple years without having crazy expenditure has helped me build a nest egg of security. So if I move out and things go terrible, I'll still be fine for over a year. But the idea is to work hard, make better content, hell, probably when I move out, do something new. something fresh, something new to kind of revitalize the channel a little bit, and then become a pilot in a couple of years' time. Obviously, that is very expensive. You're talking that is over 6 figures in, you know, you just have to give them 6 figures worth of money. But it's doable in the next couple of years. So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this, though. I like doing these more like personal, open stuff, especially with the IRL channel. And I will say, for those that are probably inevitably going to ask if you made it to the end, when is the fitness stuff coming back? Soon. Again, life obviously has been really rough recently. And I lost a bit of, I got a bit demoralized. Not because of fitness stuff, just because of everything that was going on. But I'll get back into it pretty soon. I don't think I'm going to jump straight back into the gym. I think I'm just going to start going back on the exercise bike in the garage and using the weights that I have in the garage just for a couple of weeks, just to kind of get a little bit of like fitness back. And then I'll start going back to the gym, start having personal training sessions again, and we'll be back. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe. See you guys next time.